Good morning, dear students. This is Indu Shrivastava, Assistant Professor of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, SIITS Bhopal. So today we will going to study about the continuation of your second unit, that is software architecture. We will going to study about the software development model. So we have already discussed about some few models, and today we will going to discuss about the spiral model. So let's start. What is a spiral model? Spiral model methodology is one of the most flexible option, and it is usually employed a large scale of project, right? And also you can say that the spiral model is a similar to the incremental model, and more emphasis placed on the risk analysis. And also you can say that the spiral model has four phases to complete their cycle: planning, risk analysis, and engineering evaluation, right? A software project rapidly phase through these phases in the iteration is called spiral in this model, right? And also it allow high customized products to come out the software development efforts. This model repeat the four phases as I already told you, right? And this model is product is fully refined and finished, and each iteration of have four phases start with the attempt to identify development risk and the best way to avoid them, right? So this model is very useful, and this model introduced after the waterfall model having some disadvantages, and this model will come to remove some advantages of the spiral model, right? And also you can say that this model of the development combine the features of the prototype model and waterfall model. As I already told you, this model is the advanced version of the waterfall model. And also the spiral model is favored for large, expensive, and complicated project, right? So this model is used for the large and big project, and also it is used in the large application and system which build in a small phases or segment. So this model is basically used to create a large and big project, right? So here you can see the phases of the spiral model. Spiral model complete their execution with the help of these four phases. As I already told you, first one is planning, second one is risk analysis, third one is engineering, fourth was in evaluation. So planning. In planning section, first of all, we determine determination of the objective, alternatives, and the constraint, right? Then we can start the process. The phase in planning phase, study and collect the requirements for the continuation communication between the customer and the analyst. And also this model involve estimation the cost and reduce the iteration. And we will come the next second one, that is risk analysis. That means this phase is identify the risk and provide the estimate solution to the risk is found. So when we come to the second step, we calculate our risk, what is risk and how we can going to evaluate. After the completion of second phase, we have come to the third phase, that this one is engineering. That means this model is also called the development of deliverable or engineering. So engineering in this phase, actually development, that is coding of the software is completed, testing is completed at the end of this phase, right? So this model is totally depend on the depend on the coding. And in this phase we design software, we code that, and we test the software, we perform all kind of the section, right? And last one is the evaluation. That means in this model, to get the software evaluated by the customer, they provide the feedback before the project continue to the next spiral, right? So in evaluation section, all coding is done, all thing is done, then we this evaluate customer. With the help of customer, we evaluate our phase is okay or not, right? So in spiral model, having the four phases. First one is planning, second one is risk analysis, third one is engineering, and fourth one is evaluation, right? So here are some advantages of the spiral model. First one is high amount of risk analysis, hence avoidance of risk enhanced. And next one is good for the large and mission critical project. I have already told you this model is basically introduced to solve the big project problems. And also this the model is strong approval and documentation is controlled, and additional functionality can be added at a later date if we have prepare the all project, and if any requirement is generated and customer side, then we can easily add it. And software is produced early in the software life cycle. Also this model is having some disadvantages, right? So here we can see the disadvantages. First one can be costly model to use. Risk analysis required highly specific, expensive, and project's success is high depending on the risk analysis phase, because if risk is high, then failure is high, right? So basically this is the main disadvantages of this spiral model, and don't work well for a small project, because this model is introduced to solve the big project, right? So here we discuss about when to use the spiral model, right? So it is used in the large application and system which built in the small phases or segment. And also you can say that the when cost and high evaluation is important, and for medium to high risk project, and when long-term project commitment unit wise, because of potential changes to economic priorities, and user are unsure of their needs, and requirements are complex, new product line and significant changes are expected in the point of research and exploration area. So spiral model use when this happened, right? So spiral model is also very important in this unit. And this is the one kind of software development model, and this model introduced to solve big and high solve to big problem, because with the help of waterfall model we can create a small project. But if a market is vast, then problem is big. With the help of this spiral model we can solve the problem, big problem, right? So this model is basically used for that purpose. Thank you.